Hello and welcome to your practice today. So this week there's a full moon on Wednesday, which is October the 20th, and I thought this would be a great week to practice a full moon practice. So when we think about the full moon, there's this rising energy as the moon waxes to its fullest, and we feel that in our bodies as well. So we want to be open like the sky, and maybe our intention can be anything is possible. But this is also a time to receive the gifts of our intention, especially if you took the time to set some intentions for the new moon. And also, this rising energy, some things are repressed nature, some things we may have repressed can start to bubble up at this time. So, this is a really good time to release because it's already starting to bubble to the surface. And that moonlight can shine the light on some hidden emotions that perhaps we haven't dealt with. So, let's honor whatever comes to light and take advantage of this powerful time to release negative thought patterns or old beliefs that aren't really true. And let's start by counteracting that real rising energy of the moon, which we love, but just counter it with a little bit of grounding. So place your right hand down, your fingertips or your palm on the earth. Place your left hand on your belly and just spend a couple breaths here. We're going to do a little bit of pranayama. Just inhaling into your belly. And we're going to work with our exhale breath here, with our ujjayi breath. So as you connect with the breath with your belly, your right hand touching the earth to stay grounded, begin to count the breath. And see if you can count your inhale and your exhale to a count of 4. And I'm going to actually count along with you, and then we're going to increase the exhale with each breath up to a count of 8. So inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhaling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now just let go of the counting. And just bring your awareness into that right hand grounded to the earth and your left hand on your belly, feeling your belly fill into your hand on your inhales and belly move towards your spine on your exhales. And now continuing with that pattern of releasing what we no longer need, we're going to do one round of Kapalabhati. And I'm going to add arm movements in. If that feels like too much for you, you can just rest your hands on your lap. But let's start by inhaling, reaching up to the sky. Connect your thumbs. Feel that expansiveness of sky energy. And then exhale, bring your hands to fist with thumb pointing up, arms parallel to the earth, or let your hands come all the way down to your thighs. Take another inhale and begin your Kapalabhati, slow or fast. On your next inhale, reach all the way up, even if your hands are on your thighs. Pause at the top of your inhale for just a breath or two, or a moment or two, not a breath. We're pausing on that inhale, feeling that energy in the heart center, and then we slowly exhale, bring hands to the thighs. Pause for a moment at the bottom of your exhale, let your chin drop. And then go ahead and inhale. Nice big breath. Make your way onto hands and knees for child's pose. Actually, let's do a couple rounds of cat-cow to start. Just getting the body moving a little bit. You can do some movement side to side and then come into your cat-cow, opening front body. And exhale. Drawing the belly in, opening the back of the spine. And let's just do a couple more. Inhale, open the front of the spine, cow pose. And exhale, Halloween's coming. Think of your black cat as you press the spine up and release the head down. Let's do one more in cow. And as we exhale, we're going to move into child's pose. I like to sometimes, when I'm feeling a bit tight, rock side to side in my child's pose. Get into the low back and my hips a little bit, and you can do the same if you wish. And then we're going to move in and out of hanging cobra. So on your next inhale, rise up, bend the knees, point the toes to the sky, and send the hips forward, opening the front body. You're shining your moon forward, opening up that full moon. Exhale back. Let's do two more like that. Inhale. Send it forward, around as though you are the curve of the moon, and exhale back. Bringing your awareness to the back body in your child's pose. Inhale. Open, round. And exhale into your child's pose. The back body is our subconscious, those things which are hidden. Bring your awareness to your breath and your back. And then inhale, rise up. Curl your toes under. Find downward facing dog. So we're going to move a little bit of energy in our down dog here right off the bat to get started. Let's float that left leg to the sky in three-legged dog and stretch up, rise high on your right toes, and then draw that knee to your nose. Inhale, rise up, draw the knee to the left elbow, left knee to left elbow, come forward to a plank. Inhale up, and this time left knee to right elbow. Inhale up, float that foot down. Let's move into second side. Right leg floats up. Rise up high on your left toes and press the top of your mat away. And then exhale, knee to nose and center. Inhale, reach it up. Right knee, right elbow. Come forward. Inhale up. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. Inhale up. And float that foot down. Take a nice deep inhale. Lift the sit bones, the pelvis up off the waist. Press the top of your mat away. And then bend your knees, look between your hands. Step, walk, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift the heart, draw it forward. Exhale, bow down. And let's just pause here for a moment. Regrounding, feeling that connection to the earth, even though the moon energy is driving us up, drawing us up. You can wrap your arms around your calves. You can bend your knees so that you can do that. And then release your hands. Inhale halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale. Let's circle wide like we're circling the moon and draw into your heart center. Let's take a moment in our mountain pose. We're going to do, I call them kind of mountain waves. So we're going to inhale and reach up. And then as we exhale, draw through your heart center and fold. And then inhale. Come back up, reach up, and exhale. And just keep moving with a nice fluid movement. Getting some movement into the spine. So we're not really pausing in our forward fold or pausing in mountain pose. We're just keeping some movement going here. And let's do one more round like that. And this time as we reach up, as we exhale, we're going to fold forward. Lift the heart halfway. We're moving into a bit of a sun salutation. Or I'm going to call them more moon salutations today. So left leg's forward, right leg has stepped back. And we're just going to work with our lunges, opening up some of that tightness in the hips. Press that left thigh down. And if it helps you, you can use your left hand to press it down as the other thigh is pressing up. Your right thigh is pressing up. Drawing the heart forward. And take an inhale and exhale, reverse lunge. So we're working with a bit of grounding here to counteract that upward energy of the full moon so it doesn't become too much. And then inhale forward back to your lunge. And we're going to step that right foot forward on an exhale to meet our left foot. Inhale halfway, exhale we bow. Step it back with the left foot. So same thing, press that right thigh down. Get the hips closer to the earth as you draw your heart forward. Take a nice inhale here. Exhale, reverse. Get into the roots from the tail down to that heel as you press your heel into the earth. Next inhale, we rock it forward. We ride the breath and step it back. Downward facing dog. Let's roll it forward into plank pose. Think of those ocean waves with the pull of the moon. And exhale back, down dog. Roll forward as though your body was a wave. We're going to do this 3 times. And exhale back, down dog. Last wave. Inhale. Roll your wave forward. And exhale, we're lowering down. Knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga. Lowering down. Extend the legs long. Inhale, roll up into your cobra. Exhale, come down. 2 more times. Inhale, up, and exhale down. One last one. Inhale, up, and exhale down. Just take a breath with forehead down for a moment. And then press up and back, child's pose. Again, if you want to rock from side to side in your child's pose, go ahead and do so. And then roll it up. Curl your toes under and find your downward facing dog. We're not staying in dog long. Just take a nice big inhale to lengthen and press the top of the mat away, and then bend your knees, step, walk, or float to the top of your mat on your exhale. Inhale halfway, exhale bow. The inhale breath brings you up into your mountain pose. So let's just come into a little bit of a crescent moon shape. We're going to bring our right foot behind our left. So just kind of crossed at the knees almost. And then inhale up. Grab that right wrist with your left and press into that right foot as we side bend over to the left. So left arm is drawing the right wrist up and over. And then come back to center. Release the arms down. Bring your feet back. Sorry, I have a spider walking on me. Let's do our second side. Left foot comes behind. And then inhale, reach up, grab the left wrist, and side bend over to the right. So we're kind of drawing that arm up and over, but trying to not collapse in your right side. One more breath here. And then release. Come back into your mountain pose. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go this way. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, bow. We're going to add some of that crescent side bending into our lunge. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, we step the right foot back, lower the right knee. And then, like the rising moon, with your hands still down on the mat, let your head drop, like you're almost curled over that front thigh. And then slowly rise up, like that full moon. Reach up to the sky, grab that right wrist with your left hand. Let's side bend and make that crescent moon shape with our body, lifting up and over to that left side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, slowly lower. Lift the back knee, step it forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bow. And step left foot, dip back, dropping the back knee. And let yourself for a moment pause with your head spilling forward over that front thigh, and then slowly begin to rise, letting your head come up slowly. Reach up, grab that left wrist with your right hand, side bend over to your right side. Lifting up and over, nice breath into that left side body. And then coming back to center, let's release down. This time as we lift up, we're going to step back into plank pose. And move through a vinyasa or take child's pose, however you wish. And it might be knees, chin, chest again. It might be chaturanga, might be up dog, might be cobra. But move through whatever feels right for you today. And we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale in your dog. Bend the knees, look between your hands, step, walk, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway, exhale bow, inhale rise. And draw into the heart. So we're going to take a step back. I'm stepping back with my left foot so that you can still see my face, not my butt. Step back with whichever foot puts you in a position so you can still see. So let's take a moment and imagine that night sky and come into star pose. So the feet are just out just a little bit, 45-degree angle. Arms are up at a 45-degree angle. And just, if you wish, you can even close your eyes here. And really feel this opportunity of expansiveness and that anything is possible. As you extend and you receive that sky energy through your hands, earth energy through your feet, and feel that expansiveness through your whole body and draw that energy into your heart center. One more breath here. And then we're going to begin to bend our knees and come into goddess. So as we do that, we reach up to the sky. Fingers are spread. And then as you exhale, bring your hands into fist, elbows bent. Adjust your feet if you need to. Take an inhale here. So we're opening our heart up to the sky in a bit of a cow pose here, standing. And then as we exhale, it's like you're coming into cat, and bring your gaze down, your arms together, and let the spine curl. We're going to do this a few times. Inhale, opening, lifting the heart. Exhale, bring it together. Inhale, open the palms, open the heart. And exhale, bring it together, curl in, drop the chin. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. And then let's rise up. Let's turn your toes. For me, it's the right toes to the top of the mat to move into our warrior two position. So bending the front knee, floating those arms up. And let's move in and out of this pose just a little bit. So exhale, let your fingers drop towards earth. And as you inhale, reach it up towards the sky. So we're creating this circular action with each breath with our hands, as though we're drawing that full moon And one more round. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, circle up. And then bring your arms parallel to the earth. So we're equal between earth and sky here. Let's move into peaceful warrior. So again, we're making that little bit of crescent shape with our body, opening side body, lifting heart. And on the exhale, we're moving into side angle. So you can decide if you want your forearm on your knee or your fingertips down to the floor or a block. But either way, we're opening the body up, reaching that top arm straight up to start. And then we're going to bend at the elbow, bring your hand to the back of your head. Sorry, I'm going to come up a little bit. To the back of your head so that you can lean back and use that hand to support your head, to support this opening. And look up to the sky. Look up to that light, whether it's the moonlight, the starlight, or the sunlight, depending when you're practicing. And reach up through that elbow to open that left side body. One more breath here. And then we'll release, come all the way up. Let's turn to the other end of your mat. So we're moving into our warrior 2 to start. And start with your warrior 2, bending that front knee right over that front ankle. And let's make those circular motions as we drop hands towards the earth for the grounding. Inhale, circle all the way up. As though your fingertips are drawing the circle of that full moon, the cycle of the moon, cycle of the seasons moving in this circular action. Let's do one more round of breath. Inhaling up, nice and long. Exhale, hands back down to the earth. And let's reach up one more time. And bring your hands parallel to the earth into your warrior 2, strongly grounded through your feet, arms halfway between the heavens above and the earth below. Peaceful warrior on your next inhale. Creating that crescent moon shape with your body again. One more breath. And then exhale into your side angle, either elbow to the front knee or thigh, or fingertips down to the sky. So let's start by reaching up as though we were in triangle. And then bend at the elbow, support your head, lean the head, the upper back, but keep reaching up with that elbow. And support yourself as you look to the sky and look to those possibilities being endless, like the endless sky. Hopefully Beecher doesn't knock me over here. Take one more breath here. And then we're going to rise up. Turn your toes parallel to the long side of your mat once again. And then reach up. Come into your star pose, Tadasana. Letting your toes come out just a little bit, heels in just a bit. And really extend into the expansiveness of these possibilities, like the endless sky, as you expand through your body. And let all that sky and earth energy from hands and feet culminate in the heart center. Take one more breath. And then let's bring hands to the hips. Or you can also intertwine your fingers behind your back if you wish. Bring your feet parallel to the outside edge of your mat. Take an inhale, lift the heart. And as you exhale, folding forward in your wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita. Hands can come down to the mat, or they can slide down your thighs to your ankles or calves. Just release the top of the head to the earth for that grounding effect. Nice breath flowing here. Bring your awareness to your exhale to begin to bring the energy down. Take one more breath here. And then let's inhale to halfway, so your torso is parallel to the floor, to the earth. And then hands to your hips. Inhale all the way up. Beautiful. Turn your right toes to the top of your mat. If you have a block handy, we're moving into half moon pose. Bring your block to your right hand. And you can actually bring both hands down for this shift if you wish. We're shifting forward. Right hand is a little bit outside the little toe side of the foot and about a foot forward. So really extend through that floating leg and reach to that expansive sky and keep firing up that left leg that's floating, suspended, as though you were the moon suspended in the sky. Let's take one more breath here. And then bring left hand down. Gently place the left foot down. And then you can still have hand on block here, either inside or outside that foot. We're going to move into triangle. I'm going to bring my hand to my shin, just so I don't compromise the integrity of my triangle pose. Rotating up to the sky, reaching up to the sky, and looking up to the sky if you feel grounded. Keep rotating, left ribs up, right ribs down. And then inhale, press into the earth, come all the way up. Let's rotate to the other side for half moon on our second side. Grab your block if you don't have it with you. Bend that front knee, left hand to your block. Right hand can also be on a block. I'm using right here. And then really fire up that right leg. Reach through the ball of the foot, really press down into your standing leg and reach up to the sky if that's available to you. But extend in all 5 directions like a star and feel that ability to be suspended like the moon. And make sure you check out the moon in the sky. The last couple of nights has been so beautiful. Take one more breath. And then bend your standing leg, bring that foot down. We're moving into triangle. Hand can remain on a block or your shin. Begin pressing into that big toe mound of that left foot. Roll the right ribs up to the sky, reach it up to the sky. Send the head back, the upper back back, and maybe send your gaze to the sky. One more full round of breath here, inhaling and exhaling. And then your next inhale, reach up, come all the way up. Turn your toes to the long side of your mat. Take a moment here just to feel that present moment awareness. And if you'd like, come back into Tadasana, our star pose. Feel the expansive energy. Let yourself dream of possibility. Feel your heart center filled with that energy. And then let's turn right toes to the top of your mat, bend the front knee, hands come down. Let's step it back. Downward facing dog. You can come into child's pose here or take an opportunity for one last flow before we begin to bring it down using your choice of back bend, cobra variation, or an upward facing dog. And exhaling down. Let's all press up and back into child's pose just for a breath. And then let's inhale, come up into a seated pose. We're going to come into a twist before we lie down on our backs for Shavasana. So I'm going to do a nice heart opening twist here. So my right leg is down first. My left shin is resting in the arch of my right foot. And so we're going to be twisting to our right. Bring your left hand to the outside of that right knee and your right hand out behind you. And begin to twist to your right. You can also slip the fingers under that right knee, which opens the heart a little bit more, but it's not available to everybody. So take the variation that works best for you. So as we twist to our right, we'll start by looking over our right shoulder. And don't worry about pinning your sit bones down to the mat. Let that left one come up because it naturally is going to want to. And then keep your body in your twist and just turn your head to look over your left shoulder. So this is a little bit more opening in the heart center, and you can even begin to tilt the head back as you lift the heart. So we've got a twist and we've got a bit of a side bend all at the same time. Take one more breath. And then we're going to release. Let both hands come to your knees. And just pause here. And then just open up a little bit more for a deer pose. So now my foot is at the top of my thigh. And I'm twisting to the right. And maybe folding forward. We're not staying long. And then come up. Let's bring the knees up, both of them. I like to just let your knees windshield washer in a seated position here before we move into our second side. So this time the left knees are going to go down first, or left knee, unless you have two of them. And right shin just sits in the left arch. Left hand out behind you. Right hand comes across to your opposite knee as we twist, or slip the fingers underneath. So start by looking over your left shoulder. And when you find your full rotation, using the belly to initiate your twist, simply keep the body where it is and look over your right shoulder. And if it feels doable for you and accessible, begin to lift the heart a little bit as you tilt the head back. And open to those possibilities. Anything is possible for you. Let go of those limiting beliefs that tell you you can't. Those thought patterns that tell you you're not good enough. Take one more breath here. And release. Both hands to your front knees. Pause here. And then send that right leg back just a little bit for a deer pose twist. I don't know why this is called deer, but twisting over to your left. Again, we're not staying for long. Let's come on back up. Bring the feet to your mat, knees bent. Windshield washer from side to side, release. And then we're going to lay down on your back. We're just over the 30-minute mark. Lay down on your back. Grab a timer or your phone. Put on a nice song. Stay in Shavasana for at least 3 minutes, preferably 7 minutes. Look at how long your song is and don't get up till your song's over, or set the timer. And make sure you get out there tonight and see that beautiful full moon and let yourself bathe in that moon energy, and take part of our meditation, Yoga Nidra, on the next video. Namaste. Have an amazing full moon and an amazing Shavasana. Don't miss. Thank you for joining, and thank you for sharing your energy. Have a beautiful Shavasana.